Aloha, I'm Trish Reagan. My husband Doug Hackett and I have been facilitating dolphin and whale spiritual retreats in Hawaii and the Kingdom of Tonga since 1994. I invite you to hear the story, this amazing story of the photographic phenomena that Michael the Archangel gave to us in 2001, soon after 9/11. My husband and I were guided to go into Canada and to facilitate some spiritual workshops in Canada. We were also told by Michael the Archangel, who we are in telepathic communication with, that his spirit is seated at Lake Louise. Lake Louise is an amazingly beautiful place, and it carries the full energy of Michael. When we got to Calgary, before we went to the lake, friends of ours had shown us pictures of many orbs that they said were given to them by the spirit of Michael at Lake Louise. And we were so excited because we had not seen orbs at that time. So they told us, they said that when we get to the lake and when we were in communication with Michael, that we should ask him to show up in our photographs. And so we did get to this beautiful lake, and as we were walking slowly around the side of the lake, we began to communicate with Michael. We began to feel his energy very clearly, very purely. In fact, we had out-of-body experiences. But before that, we were taking pictures. And so we took many, many pictures as we asked Michael to show up in our pictures. The first picture that we received was this one. We were excited because you can see that there is it looks like a sort of a ball of light, a very faint one, in the center of the picture. The next picture was this one, and you can see that now the ball of light is becoming elliptical in nature. The next picture is this one, and we became very surprised because now it looks as though it is a spirit that is beginning to form right in the lake. The next picture is this one. You can see that the spirit is becoming much brighter so that we can clearly delineate that this is a spirit showing up in our film. And then this next picture was the one that astounded us. In this picture, we clearly see what we believe is the spirit of Michael the Archangel. If you look up at the top of the picture, you can see a radiance shining down. You can also see what looks like a blue flame. We have always been taught that the blue flame of Michael, if we ask it to surround us, will protect us. So in this picture, it looks as though he is manifesting the blue flame. You will also see above the spirit of Michael's head, it looks as though there is an iridescent bubble. We asked Michael telepathically what was that all about. And he said that the diamond of truth was inside the bubble and reflecting all of the light of the spectrum into the bubble. Then our next picture was this one. This picture was taken of the whole other end of the lake. It was not even in the same area. It was in I guess it was the south end of the lake. If you look at this picture, you can see that the background is very different. And at the bottom of the picture, you see what looks like a radiance or a blockage of the light or something strange. I thought maybe I had my thumb in front of the camera. The interesting thing about these pictures is that when we took them to be developed, we wanted to develop and have an 8x9 picture made of this picture. The one that we really felt was Michael's spirit clearly coming to us. When we were at the photographic shop, my husband noticed that the radiance that shows up at the top of the first picture is the same radiance that shows up at the bottom of the next picture. And when we looked, at the negatives, we could see that it was one circular radiance that actually was traveling from one picture to the other through the margin. It was astounding. And so we asked the person at the photography shop if they would create a photograph, an 8x10 photograph, that included the bottom of the second picture. And this is what we received back. As you can see, this is a very phenomenal photo that shows a radiance that moves through the margins between the pictures. We were told by Michael to ask all of the photographers we knew if this was some sort of a glitch in our camera or in the development. And we have done so. Nobody can explain this. And so we asked Michael, well, what was that? Why is that produced on this film? And what Michael said was that this was an expression of the radiance of God to show us that this is real, that this picture of Michael's spirit is real, and that we are always connected to the divine. And then I asked Michael if he would explain more about this picture so that we could share it with humanity. This is a summary of the message that I telepathically received from Archangel Michael to all of us, October 14th, 2001. Archangel Michael chose to manifest his spiritual essence to us in this way in order for us to open deeper spaces in our hearts for trust and hope. The avenues for change and challenge are widening each day at this time. There are many who are falling into despair of ever being safe and secure. Remember that the only true security lies within us, within the core of our being, and the connection we so courageously hold with God. Beings of the higher realms are always with us in our radiance spirit, guiding and guarding us. We are not alone. We are being asked to lay down the defense of ignorance and come into the pure knowledge of our true being. Our soul's journeys are quickened now, and our steadfast faith protects us in all things. All we must do is to be in the heart, be in the love and compassion which so greatly assists us and all beings in the awakening at this auspicious time. We can know that we are safe, for safety lies in our belief that all things come together for good. Remembering this brings us into the loving and protected space of trust. Michael brings hope for us and the earth, and our steadfast movement into higher dimensions. Take this to heart and know that the truth shall be our sword to clear our path. We are not alone. Thank you so much for sharing this amazing, I think it's a miracle that Michael has given to us in order to show us that we are indeed not alone. We have so many beautiful beings of light who are watching over us and guiding the whole process of the Earth's transformation into the golden new age. Thank you very, very much. Aloha.